everybody, and hope you're all well. So, as the video title describes, recently there was fault with the bass. I thought there was a grounding issue and maybe even a faulty bridge jazz bass pickup in this bass. So, I went onto the Amazons and picked up a Music Man style humbucker pickup to put it in. So again, disclaimer, I am not a professional luthier. I am not a professional guitar builder. I don't put out a line of guitars. I am just Joe Blow, general consumer in a house, someone who dabbles in guitars and basses, playing them, fixing them, upgrading them, general experience and knowledge with them in the way of doing stuff with the instrument. That said, this is simply just showing my experiences of what happened when I did this. I'm in no way offering my services for a fee or any other kind of ludicrous BS that some, let's just say, mentally unstable individuals have gone around in the past and tried to claim for me. That said, let me just quickly go from here. So, again, nothing wrong with the P-bass pickup in this bass. Nothing. So, I didn't touch the circuit at all in doing this. That said, here's the results of what eventually did happen to this. Now, again, I did not have all the resources. I ended up hand cutting this out, to which I will note there is a slight dive in this bass, in which again goes to show you the image quality that does come out of these cheaper manufacturers out of China at the job that they do building instruments for Thoman's Harley Benton brand and other various brands out there. So with that said, here's the results. No, it's not perfect. It definitely looks like it's rough cut in, but again, as I'll disclaim, if you don't have a very steady hand and don't have the resources, either pay for somebody to do it, or if you do happen to have enough resources, as a router or a Dremel or something, definitely go out there and get you a Music Man style cutout to trim it better. You'll also reduce the amount of material you take out of the body and have a cleaner appearance. But again, it's a little gappy, but again, from a distance, it doesn't look too bad. And depending on the angle, doesn't look that bad. So again, I tried my best to line up the poles appropriately with the strings. Which was another kind of big thing about putting the routing and cavity for it a little bit bigger. So as I mentioned, you got to watch with material out of the body, and I will say there is a slight bit of neck dive on the strap, but again, if you got a leather strap like this, as you can see, it'll stay in position. So quickly before I end this video, so what did I do to this besides routing out the whole bunch of the body? Simply re-shielded everything. As you can see, I took out the crappy silver tape and I actually put in the authentic shielding. Shielded all over in the cavity, shielded in this large pickup, that in the future, if I wanted to put another Music Man bass pickup up here, I can. And shielded all here. Kept this pot, the original 250. This is actually a Bourne's 250D pot, which is like extremely sloppy or slippery, which is kind of cool and kind of not. I put a little bit of a different knob just so to distinctly know that it's the humbucker pickup. Kept the original knobs. This pot is now changed out to a Alpha 500K. I took the original cap that was on this tone pot, which I do think was faulty in the first place, because I noticed there's a lot less 60 cycle hum and ground bleed coming through now on this. Wired in a brand new jack because I also thought maybe that was faulty. And under the bridge, it was just a weird wire and it wasn't really grounded, so I took some solder and I actually soldered a great big drop of solder onto it so that when I put the bridge down, it actually made better contact with it. So that's the bass itself. I've retuned it back to standard flat tuning, so standard bass tuning, E, A, B, G, I believe it is, but flat. So with that said, here's with the brief description of the bass, and the next part of this video that you'll see is edited in and sound samples.